All right, guys, we're gonna try this one last time. This is in horizontal mode. I know it's not preferred. It's really not preferred for me because like the camera's up there, and if you guys are watching this on like a big screen TV, it's gonna be like this itsy bitsy tiny screen. So I'm very sorry. There's nothing else I can do unless the YouTube app miraculously fixes itself. But this is really unprofessional. I'm very sorry. It's out of my, it's out of my hands. This is on a YouTube tech side of things, and they don't really answer phone calls to fix stuff either, so there's nothing I can do about this. So very sorry. We're gonna try this one last time. If it's all jumbled up again, I'm just gonna scrap the stream, or just run through the stream without doing comments, which is really lame because this whole like live streams are about interactions with you guys. You guys make the channel. You guys are the channel, and YouTube fix itself. You have jokes. Yeah, I know, right? I've actually thought about going on parallel media to post content. I just haven't done it. It's a lot of work already doing YouTube. Posting on a different channel, or not channel, but different media might be a cool idea. I have thought about doing Facebook because I know they do revenue as well. Also, Rumble. There's also Rumble now. Yeah, Jub, I watch a lot of stuff on Rumble. Just news and such, and commentary that cannot be posted on YouTube for reasons that YouTube has a lot of strict rules, and there's a lot of things you can and can't say. I got dinged for mentioning the sickness on the channel, and I lost revenue on the entire live stream until it got greenlit after the live stream, and I did not get credit for any view time. So yeah, I don't even use like curse words or anything on the channel, but it would be nice to like not have to walk on, a minefield. Even though it's a family friendly channel, like if someone doesn't like something, I had one person complain about pollution on my channel once, that we were simulating pollution and it's like unnecessary. I was like, it's a model train, I'm sorry. And I wanted to smoke, and it's water vapor, okay? I'm sorry. But anyways, guys, it looks like the chat is working, so I'm so sorry. This is, like I said, it's messed up, it's unprofessional. It's almost 9 o'clock at night. I wish I could come back at YouTube and say, you made me lose potentially 3 live streams worth of content and viewers, making me look bad on the channel, makes it look like I don't know what I'm doing. I've been doing this for 3 years, guys. I do know what I'm doing, I promise. Mistakes happen. But yes, it is a happy Tuesday. So welcome everybody. We are in horizontal mode. So anyone that's not watching on a portable device, I'm very sorry, because this is going to be all goofed up. Your screen on your big screen is going to be like this big, and But we got some new viewers. PRR Sean, what's up? How's it going? Happy Tuesday. I can't believe it's Tuesday. It feels like it's like Friday. But yeah, what's up, Dr. Death? How's it going? Doing all right. But yeah, technology is what it is. They did recommend this horizontal stream. This is for like current event stuff. If something's happening right in front of you, you always see like the videos online, people taunting someone, or they always hold their phone in horizontal or vertical mode. I'm sorry. So this is like the news, vertical mode. So maybe it's more popular. I don't know, because everyone's watching things on mobile devices. Where are you working at now? I don't want to disclose my location, but I'm on the northeast corridor. Let's just say Philly side. So it is far from home. It's they have us lodging and everything, and it's the nature of the job, nature of the beast. I know what I signed up for, but what I do is make it as best as I can. I have a roommate. Unfortunately, they brought roommates back. Thankfully, everyone in my track gang, they're a good group of people. I trust the people I'm working with. So there's no issues or anything, but they're not here right now. So they're out. The Acela line. There's Acela out here, yeah. But everyone in the track gang I work with, they're great people. We have a good time. So I have no worries, having a roommate. But if I went to like a new gang, don't really know the people that much, and I'm traveling, it's a little nerve-wracking at first. You know, you got to build trust with people. I've known these guys for the better half of a year, and it's just been nothing but great experiences with everybody. So compared to, like, I've been in some other gangs, it's like I just traveled to them type of thing every day. Didn't have to live at the hotel. But it's a different experience for sure. I'm not used to it. Trying to get closer to home. I put in some things to get closer to home because I do miss being home. I miss, the family and the house and my cats and the layout. So it does mean a lot. So I will try to get closer to home. Also the live streams, of course. What's up, Jake? How's it going? Good evening to you as well. But yeah, guys, so far the chat's working. So we have 4 likes. We had like 10 likes on the last stream. Can we get 10 likes, please? Pretty please. It'd be awesome. But yeah, I got some stuff to run tonight. We got a set of N-scale trains we're going to run. Just a mixed set of cars. Does not match at all. Different eras of cars. And Penske engines pulling Conrail and Penn Central. So it's all good. What's up, Train Man? How's it good? Jake's doing all right. We've had quality issues with Lionel recently. Do tell. Let me know. What's going on with the mighty Lionel trains? I'm afraid. I bought a Lionel train, as you guys can see from the thumbnail. So we'll see what happens. But what's going on with the Lionel? Do tell. But anyways, guys, catalog. That video, I might work on it tomorrow, and that might be out probably Thursday. Yeah, Thursday, because I basically it's a very negative review of the catalog, and I know some of you guys like hearing rants about that stuff, but it's valid opinions. It's not me trying to be nasty. I like Lionel trains. I just bought a Lionel car. It's just the fact that I don't like where they're going company-wise. I just don't like what they do recently. Of recent, I don't like what they're doing. But I like their products when they work right. I've got Lionel stuff all over my house. I've got Lionel signage. I've got trains that were my grandfather's. I got post-war, pre-war. I don't have any MPC stuff anymore. I've got one LTI. My chassis special is an LTI, which is Lionel Trains Incorporated. Before they went to LLC, I just bought the Doodlebug. I've got a Strasbourg car set, bunch of cars, a couple TMCC engines. So I do like Lionel. It's just I just don't want to see them fail, and I'm tired of like having to worry about quality control. Like I bought a Rail King engine today. So that's another thing too. I forgot to tell you guys. I bought another Rail King engine. I didn't even test it at the store. I was like, you know what? It's brand new in the box. I trust it. It's going to work. Once I get home, I'm going to, grease it up, oil everything, and then set it on my layout. It's going to run. And I'm going to run it in the ground. So if I was buying something Lionel, I might say, hey, can you take it out of the box? Can we test it? Can I hear it? So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. The Dreyfus was awesome. I heard they were pretty cool. I know some people didn't like the color. I get it. So it is what it is. Love post-war Magnetrax. Magnetrax is cool. Agree with me. Yeah, it's just I don't want to see them fail. They're American institution. They're like the railroads. It's like any of your favorite railroads. It's Lionel lines. I like their company. I just don't like what they're doing. I think they can do better. That's why I've been so upset with the stuff that I've ran into in the market, car wise and things. I don't even know. I didn't even check the trucks on this car. This car was not as expensive as the one car I bought, that rail box car with the junk trucks on it. That was very frustrating. Had good luck with Lionel so far. That's good. Like Lionel 2. Someone wrote that their baby K4 just got back from the shop for the 3rd time. 2024 big book prices are through the roof. Yeah, that's nothing. Unfortunately, it's not new. The prices are crazy. I will say MTH Premier stuff, engine-wise, has gone up a little bit, but it's right around the $1,200 to $1,400 range. Like the Shay, the Shay is very expensive. For most collectors, it may not be for you, but it's expensive. But there's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of tooling. There's a lot going on with that engine. But then there's like the Hudson, the NYC Hudsons that they made are beautiful. Whistle smoke. I think they're right around 1,300. But there's a lot of detail. There's a lot going on with that engine. What's up, Mr. Shades? Sorry, I missed you in there. We got the reverse color scheme, so it looks correct, actually. That's awesome. Yeah, I know guys were saying that the color was wrong and stuff, and it didn't match up with the stripe. So a couple of my friends returned. One of my friends returned theirs. Not mentioning who it was, but they're a very avid collector of Lionel trains, and they returned theirs because the mismatch of the striping. So it is what it is. Plus that set, I did the math. If you bought that set in its entirety, I think it was close to 9,000. The engine was what, 1,900? No. God, I know the add-on cars were 800. The sound car was another 400. It was like $9,000 for that full set. So if you bought every car to that 20th century, I think it was close to 8 or 9 grand. Just putting that out there. 3,200 for the engine. Whew. That's a lot. But anyways, guys, yeah. So I did buy a new engine today. You guys might see it. Probably soon. I'd like to do a review on my Camelback. So the C&J Camelback. Give George some love from Florida Railroad Dog. I know he hasn't been in the channel in a while, but he has a YouTube channel, Florida Railroad Dog. I'm sure some of you guys have seen him out there in the YouTube land. George gave me that Camelback about almost 2 years ago. Gave me the Camelback in a box and said, hey man, it's a project. Enjoy it. It does not fit with my collection. And gave me it's not a Premier Camelback. It's a Rail King. What do you call it? Oh shoot, what's the word I'm thinking of? Imperial. It's an Imperial Camelback. So he gave me that engine, and when I got it home, it did not work with DCS. I took it up to the club. I took it over to a lot of places. Did not work with DCS. I recently got it working with DCS. I'm going to do a review on that this weekend. Definitely give him a shout out. So check out George from Florida Railroad Dog on YouTube, please, for me. And that engine is just an amazing runner. It's got I think it has 700 miles on it. It's crazy. It has 84 hours on it or something, and 700 miles. So it's definitely been ran a lot. So, but we'll get into that when I get home. Probably Thursday night, I'm going to start recording that video, and I'm going to put the review out and the shout out, because that engine is just a lot of fun to run. I was listening to the different whistle quills. I was quilling the whistle with the roller on the remote, with the app, everything. It's just such a good engine. Yeah, George is amazing, and he's a fellow railroader, really good person, just great guy. So I can't believe he sent me that. He's like, hey man, I got some stuff to send you. And he sent me that. I got this big box on the porch. I was like, what the heck is this? So it was amazing. But yeah, let me read some more comments in here. 3,200 for the complete set. 3,200 sounds right for the entire set. 9,000 was for the train set. It was for the add-on cars though. I was the dining sound cars, the extra 2-pack of cars. Then there's an extra 3-pack or something. I did the math. It was I know it was at least. It might have been someone I saw on YouTube. They compared both sets, but it's crazy. It's a lot of money for, you're not. I don't know. It's just a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Let's see. Better be able to ride behind it. Oh God. Engine was 16 and 821 cars were 16. Yeah, but I know there's like the diner car, extra 400 for that at least. What's up, Thomas Moore? How's it going? Just hope Elizabethtown, PA. That's where we actually were close to today. We were working down in Mount Joy. Thomas, I'm nowhere near New York Central trackage. You got to go about, what, 50 some miles north from here. You'll find New York. But no, I'm nowhere near New York Central lines. It's out of my jurisdiction. And it's weird because everything north of New York is like a totally different, it's a different district. Like I'm in the Southern District track or Northeast, and they call that something else. Let's see. Eugene Klein or Cleves Brunswick Train Fan Farm Lover Videos. What's up? How are you doing tonight? Good evening. Hey, welcome to the channel. I haven't seen you in here before. Definitely welcome to the channel. Doing all right. What's up, Bill? Or no, sorry, Thomas asked about the Railroad Spike. Who wrote about the shirt? Someone wrote about the Kiss shirt. Train Man, there he is. Thank you so much. This is like a Walmart special. Bought it from Walmart, right here. There we go. It's the original gang. There you go. Catman, the Demon, the Spaceman, the Star Child. There you go. Well, Gene Paul and, oh God. Gene and Paul are still on the road. Miss Peter Criss, he, you know, I'm a drummer as well, so Peter Criss was one of my favorite drummers growing up, just from the just the basic stuff he was playing. And then Ace Frehley, I've seen him live once, and he was pretty cool. He's a cool dude. I have not seen the original Kiss before, so we'll see. Wider rail service you can find France National Railways in America. What? If Walmart don't have it, you don't need it. That's great. Seaboard Airline Railroad, they're pretty cool. I like Seaboard Family Lines is pretty cool. Also like Pan Am, the Pan Am boxcars. I gotta find a Pan Am boxcar. I just like the design. It's got like the world on it, like the airline logo. I thought it was pretty cool. Third O-scale MTH Rail King over Overton Western Line Railroad passenger car. Oh, cool. Very cool. Yeah, I've got a project like that to do. I may not do it on the channel. I got to do an insert. One of my buddies was selling an MTH car insert. I'm going to put the insert in a Lionel car that has silhouettes. I'm going to take the silhouettes out, and because it's one of the fancy combo cars that the doors recess. It's a Pullman, so I'd like to do some fancy lighting, people in it, paint everything, and then put it in a set of cars that I have just for fun. 1930s Lehigh Valley Railroad Spike. That's cool. If eBay doesn't have it, what's up? How's Roscoe doing? Yeah, I actually ate Royal Farms for dinner. There's one not too far away. So I found the Royal Farms. When I lived in Baltimore, we had them everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. But yeah, guys, before we go too late and people start bouncing out, I just want to go over what I bought today. So got back to the hotel from work, and it wasn't too late. It was like, I don't know, it was like 3 o'clock, 3:30-ish. And I was like, you know what, let me do some Googling. So I found Nicholas Smith Trains, and hey, Anthony, doing all right? Doing very good. So I just started Googling train stores near me on the phone, and I found Nicholas Smith Trains was only, what, 20, it was like 28 minutes away. So I was like, you know what, I gotta go to Nicholas Smith Trains. It's about 3 hours, it's like 2.5 hours from my house. on a good day. So I was like, you know what? I haven't been in there in forever. And I bought a brand new Rail King engine, Scale King as I call them, and it's a beauty. If you're a Pennsylvania Railroad fan, you guys could probably guess what it is. It's an Alco. I'll give you that clue. Just start guessing makes and models and all that if you would like in the chat. But yeah, I had a great time. Worked with Dave at the train shop. Really good dude. Just very, very helpful. And he, yeah, it was just a lot of fun to actually be there and having someone that was interested in actually helping, and just an overall great experience. No, it's not an FA. I keep on guessing. But it's an Alco. Nope, it's not an RS11. What's up, Sam Ace? How's it going? What the heck? I have no idea what that's about. There we go. I got rid of that comment because that was not appropriate and has nothing to do with what we're talking about. So I did remove it and report it. So good job. Waiting for Santa Fe PAs to come out. Nope, it's not an F9. It's on RS3. Natalie O'Neill, how's it going? Let's see, reading some more comments in here. Lehigh Valley 482. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I have no idea what that's about. But yeah, keep on guessing what it could be. So I was at the shop, and MTH just came out with these. That's another clue right there. So they are new, or kind of new. So it's just another clue right there. All right, so I've been looking for one of these cars for a while, and it's not a PA. It's not an ACE. Nope. Keep on guessing. It's Alco. What's up, Sly Cat? How's it going? But yeah, I also forgot to do subscriber only. So I usually do subscriber only mode, and you get weird stuff like that and spam, all that stuff. It's not FTE. FTs are EMD, I believe. It's an Alco. Keep on guessing. If not, I'll just wait for you. You know, I'll just post a short later when I get home. Not RS27. Nope. It's not a rail switcher. It's not an RS. It's a big. It's a big mamma jamma. It's a B unit. No. It's a big girl. It's a big engine. So just if you guys may never guess, it's all right. You'll just have to wait to see it. But yeah, it's a mainline engine. I'm waiting for one of these. One of my buddies at the Railroad Club. Oh, Trainman got it. Yeah, C630. I've seen similar engines, if not a C630, up at the DL, Delaware Lackawanna, up near Traintown, or Steamtown, not Traintown. There's barely any steam, but they do have steam. Steamtown, you'll see a bunch of Alco 600 series locomotives, and yeah, I'm super excited to run it. I've seen one of them run at the train club. My buddy Charlie has one, and I sent it to him. He's like, dude, you have to buy that thing. So I bought it. So I don't know what it sounds like. I have a transformer in my car. I don't know why there's a transformer in my car, but I'm not plugging it into it because it's very loud, I'm sure, and we're in a hotel room. It is what it is. I'm not going to be that crazy, but we'll definitely have to run it this week once I get home. It's in the car, so I don't have it with me. I thought about bringing it to the set or to the room here, but we don't have it. So anyways, this car right here, this was purchased at Nicholas Smith, and it says it's from 2013 Lionel. C630 shake the ground. Woohoo! What's up, DB Tech? How's it going? We got the blue wrench. We got a blue wrench. All right, guys. So this car, I've been waiting to find one. It's a type of boxcar, and if anyone in the chat would like to guess what kind of boxcar it is, it's one of those boxcars you see, and it's like someone's holy grail of their collection. And PR Sean already got it. It's a round roof. So yes, also known as like a wagon top. So I'm hoping it's a wagon top. So let's get into this. So not open this at all. It's still in the eggshell or clamshell. Let's get this thing rocking here. Just got one earlier this month. I couldn't find them anywhere. I could not find them anywhere at all. So Atlas guys is making B&O in 2 different colors. I think Pennsylvania and a couple other road names in a round roof or wagon top. I really want a B&O one. I want the blue one or a red one because they have one at the museum. Well, let's get this thing open first. This thing's crunchy. Should I leave the packaging here? All right. This might be kind of loud. Let's see what we get. All right. Wow. There it is. It's official. Yes. All right. So it's finally here. All right. Cool. So there we go. Finally got one. This thing is sick. The thrill of victory or agony or of defeat. This is a total win. This car is beautiful. Look at the detail in the back. Even has like the placard. Totally a win. Total win. Pennsylvania. I love Pennsy too, and I like working on their tracks and all the stuff they left behind. Good find, dude. It was only $60, which I know sounds really steep for a car, but these cars, just because this roof right here, the rounded roof or wagon tops, they go for crazy stupid money online. Like if I put this on eBay right now, I could sell this car for like $100 and I'll get it for sure. For some reason they sell for crazy money. I don't know why. It's just a box car. But the more popular road names with wagon tops are B&O. B&O had them. Also that B&O Pullman steel caboose, if you guys know what I mean. It's like a waffle. I think it's called a waffle caboose. It's like made in parts. It's like a bunch of sections welded or riveted together. Those waffle cabooses go for huge money. I don't understand why. It's a piece of plastic that's molded, but I've seen them at like the Oak Show for like $150. I really want one, but that's a lot of money. That is a ton of money. You know, it is what it is. Yes. The B&O. Here's my whole overview of the wagon top, which is why I really wanted one of these. So I'll hold it and talk. There we go. So oh, never mind. This thing's getting heavy. So when I was a kid, I'd go up to the B&O Railroad Museum in Baltimore, and I lived kind of close to it. And they had a wagon top in the parking lot. So what I recommend you guys to do, if you have access to Google Maps, which pretty much everyone does, go on Google Maps and actually drop the little yellow man in their parking lot, and you can see their wagon top boxcar and riveted caboose that I've been talking about. That wagon top boxcar, I've always wanted one after seeing it. I thought it was just such a cool car. Never seen anything like it before, and it just looked different. So I was on the hunt for one and could never find one in O scale. I found, you know, a couple of other things out there, but we found one tonight. So 123.24. Found a wagon top boxcar, and here it is. There you go, right there. I don't know what all these different writings are for this. If you guys want to, you know, but it's got built 836, so that's August 1936. It's got the PRR markings on it. I don't know at the EW-5, unless they're like inspection dates. Illinois, IW, IH. I don't know. I don't know what those are. So if someone could highlight that. Love the B&O time. Yes, those cars are great. I almost the time saver cars, guys. I'm not really a huge New York Central fan. I love all railroads. Trust me. I don't hate railroads. That's dumb. Like, I don't hate any railroad because they're no longer here. That's part of history. So there's nothing you can do about it. You know, you may not like the color scheme or like what they did at one time. And I just don't understand, I also don't understand why we have spam in here. That's awesome. So, there we go. Perfect. So I don't understand why, people go on rants about how horrible railroads were or whatever. It's all history. It's already here. It's been gone. We're done. So, yeah, I was looking at that. Another weird comment. So, perfect. But I lost my train of thought, literally, because of those stupid comments. But yes. There we go. Thank you, Roscoe. So the early bird caboose looks just like the time saver stuff. I don't understand. So, yeah, there's lots of weird spam in here. So whatever. That's just perfect. Is there any old Conrail stuff? What do you mean by that? There's a lot of Conrail stuff out there. Just look at... If you look at a lot of NS's stuff, it's a lot of Conrail. Because Conrail at one time was almost everything, if not all the Northeast railroads. So there is a lot of Conrail out there. What else? There's a lot of railroad stuff still out there. If you look at CSX's work train, like their production work train, surfacing train, that is all CNO cars, like flat cars. They still say CNO, which is crazy. Chesapeake and Ohio. If you look at the stuff that's running on the Northeast Corridor, those Budliner cars are very old. They're getting to be extremely old. They're all Budliner cars, or Bud cars, Bud Car Company, stainless steel cars. And then if you look at a lot of stuff Norfolk Southern runs, like their GP40s, GP38-2s and 3s, GP10s, GP9s that are out there. A lot of it was Conrail. So pretty much everything on the East Coast at one point or another either was Conrail or got really close to becoming Conrail. Conrail had C630s at one time. They were just recycled. Not a big NYC fan, but love the early bird. So yeah, the early bird scheme, if you guys look at the time saver service, the early bird and the time saver look exactly the same. Like the logos are very, very similar. I don't know if they copied one another. I'm sure they were in the business of copying. The B&O, from my understanding, the B&O and what do you call it? The B&O and the NYC ran very close to one another up in the Midwest. Everyone, the biggest thing, guys, and back in the day, I heard a video on this the other day. Everyone wanted to go to St. Louis. That was like the big thing. Go west, St. Louis. They couldn't really go any further west than that. There's so much competition out west between like UP, Great Northern, all those guys. The big Western railroads. So once they hit St. Louis, they call it the Gateway of the West. Things just kind of fell from there. That was like the biggest competition. Even the B&O. I did a project in high school, college, about the B&O, and I totally forgot most of the information. Just lost the test of time. But the B&O wanted to go to St. Louis. That was their main goal. Cut through the mountains, go to St. Louis, and try to beat someone there. Beat the New York Central, beat the Pennsylvania Railroad. I don't know if they did or not. I totally forgot. But that was the main reason of the B&O. Basically, go south of Baltimore, go up north to Philly, try to get into New York City. It was pretty much a lot of competition there. Go to Philly and then go south to Washington, D.C., and then go out west through the Appalachian Mountains and go, hit the big towns, as you could say. But there's a lot going on. But anyways, a lot of these railroads copied logos or similar things. And at one point, I believe the Baltimore and Ohio was trying to purchase the New York Central before the Penn Central merge. The Penn Central merge took I just watched the video on it the other day. It took almost 5 years to finalize, or 6 years to finalize. So there were talks about it, meetings, and then it finally was finalized, 1968, Penn Central. So it's pretty cool. Sorry, with Train Man's heading out. Thank you so much for stopping in. Have a good night. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. 3 railroads in Ohio. I know B&O and New York Central and Pennsylvania were in Ohio for sure. But it's crazy. And plus, you had a lot of local railroads that were class 1s, like the Western Maryland Railroad. Nowadays, you wouldn't think of that being a class 1. It's a small railroad. It reminds me of Reading and Northern's operation. They own a lot of track, but they're somewhat localized. Western Maryland, they were a class 1 railroad, and they had a huge facility and everything out in Hagerstown and Baltimore, Curtis Bay, and other shops too. Cumberland, all that stuff. Or not Cumberland shops, but they went through Cumberland. That was one of their main city hubs, and Hagerstown. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, the Ma and Pa is total small town, small time railroad. I love the MPA. It's one of my favorites. But yeah, so take a look at some of the details on here. Here is my right side. On the back, they did some really cool brake detail in there. So I like all these separately applied details. Everything appears to be separately applied, which is pretty impressive. The brake wheel, the ladder here, it's for the brake line as well, right there. And then also the ladder on the side, separately applied. Also a lot of handrails in here. There's also a brake air line that goes down I guess that's the cutoff. And then up top, we also have grab irons separately applied, which is pretty cool. And then we do have I'm going to call it a running board. And there's probably a better term for that. And it's all glued on. Especially the other side, we have some grab irons in here up at the top. And then right here, separately applied. I think these are for hazmat placards, almost. The trucks are right. They did the journals. There we go. There are journals, hot boxes for, just the layman's terms. Hot box, journals. They do have the little makeshift brake shoe in there, which is kind of cool. Right in there, you can see the wheel with the brake shoe. That looks nice. They did not do the ornamental brake arms. I do like that from MTH, but they're very easily broken off, so it's not a big deal. I think they look cool, having a little brake glad hand hanging down from the coupler. Usually it's hangs down about halfway, but we can do without that, because like I said, those break off. I've broken off several, not even just being rough with this stuff, just in transport, in the tote, covered in foam, it just breaks. So whatever. The doors do open, and do they lock? Yes. Oh, thank you. So guys, the doors open, And this is going to be a car I will modify. I'll open this up. We're going to do a wood floor in here. It has like the plasticky slatted floor right there, but I could paint it. We could paint it, you know, because if I put in a wood floor, it's going to look like a dance floor. It's going to be super high, so we'll just paint the floor, whatever. But the door's locked, so listen to this. That little click right there, oh, I like that. So when your train's running around the layout, the doors aren't, you know, flying all over the place. But on the bottom, they put a lot of work on the bottom, so look at that. Lots of brake detail, like how they do all the brake working, the cylinder, or the reservoir, and the cylinder. You know, is there a chain? No chain. It's all mechanical. It's all rods and such. I have one car from Lionel. It's the REA milk car. You open it up and it's got the milk tanks in it. It actually has chains on the bottom, like real chains, and also on the brake lines and stuff. So they put a lot of effort into that car. This car cost $59 right there. So I know it's expensive. I know I complain and moan about the price of things, but after searching for one of these cars so long, you know, it's like, it's a lot better than paying $200. There was one, I told all my buddies tonight, my friend Brian that has a YouTube channel, Train Seekers. So if you guys like railfan content that's constant, he's always filming constant stuff and current stuff. Check out the Train Seekers, good friend of mine. But we were talking about the, oh God, what was it? Oh, there's a Sunset Models car on eBay that went for $300. It was a wagon top, B&O blue. So it's crazy. What's up, Ralph? How's it going? Sorry, guys, getting back in the comments. Life with Rosso, could you use a razor saw to score the floor? Nah, I won't go that crazy. There is a slatted floor in there. Western Maryland had 280 Mikados. They also had K2s, like K2 passenger locomotive, which is, it's a full size lightweight Pacific, I believe. But it's K2. We have John. What's up? How's it going, John? They need some Western Maryland hot box cars. I did see they're doing the full scale hot box cars. I might buy one. We might have to buy one. I did see that in the catalog. So, you know, Radar, what are you thinking about buying from MTH? Give me some suggestions here. I'll point you in the right direction there. Uncle gave me his Western Maryland Fireball jacket. Oh, that's cool. Still has a walkway on top. Yeah, it's all separate parts. What's up, David Mouse? Getting some Z's. Thank you so much for stopping in, though. Got 25 people watching. That's a lot of people. All right, I think I'm caught up till the end here. What's up, Connor? Stopping by just because I see your shirt. Yeah, what's up? Look at that. Thanks for stopping in. Let's see. Brian Rock, thank you so much for saying hi to everybody. Really appreciate that. But yes, Kiss is a good band. I listen to them when I'm doing, like, I mean, not all their stuff's good. I mean, not all bands are perfect, you know. Some songs are better than others. I like the earlier stuff, and then some of the 80s stuff, and then that's it, you know. But yeah, Kiss is cool. They're legends. I don't like modern Kiss. I like old Kiss, the OG4, the band that I think of Kiss. I don't like what they're doing now, but it's all right. They got to make money too. 210-4 Girls Train. No, you need a Lionel PRR 210-4. Why did I say Girls Train? What the heck? I'm so sorry. I don't like losing my mind. 210-4 would be cool. What's that, an M1 Mountain? 210-4. Forgot. All the railroads came into Union Terminal, Cincinnati. Whew. Legend from the 80s. Yeah, I like a lot of 80s music. Lionel should make a Kiss Halloween car. That would cost. Oh my god. Do you realize the licensing agreement? It would be like signing their warrant to like Gene Simmons. Like, oh, the amount of money that thing would cost. You know. I don't know what this is about. Another spam in here. I gotta remember to hit subscribers only, so you know he doesn't need any more money. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, money is like it's tertiary. It's like you always hear people say there's always more money in the world, but you know. Thank you, DB Tech. I reported the comment. Thank you. See, this is you guys are the best. You guys kick butt and take names and use that blue wrench. So thank you guys so much. There's been a lot of weirdos like in here and spammers, like weird comments. Like what? That is not appropriate at all for this channel. Any channel really. That's just sick. Some people are sick and some people are just they got nothing else going on. So it's all good. All right, guys. I'm gonna flip you around. We're gonna run. I've got my. Well, I've got a Pennsylvania Railroad. Oh, Hard Luck Woman. Did you know their original openers? God, what was it? Deuce. They would open with Deuce. So that was one of their like OG original openers. But anyways, guys, we're gonna run some N scale stuff. So I've got my N scale mini setup here. Hold up. Can the train go under the camera? Let's see. Will it work like that? It's like a tunnel. It should work. What do you guys think? Let's do it. I still like Beth. Beth was like a huge hit. All right, can the train pass under the camera? Yes. Oh, that is awesome. Perfect, guys. Perfect. And I'll still be here with comments. We'll just hang out, run the train around a couple times. It's 9:35 right now, so we'll go until about 9:45, 10 o'clock. But we're running my only FA set in the collection. Hunter, what's up? Got a snowplow. Yes, I have the MTH PRR maintenance away. So basically, it's an MTH snowplow. It's all yellow for maintenance away. So I bought that not too long ago from Iron Horse for a really good deal. Hotel therapy room is now open. Oh my god. At least it's getting a little warmer outside. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, it's Kato or Kato track. What do you guys think? Is it Kato with a hard A or is it Kato? Write in comments, please. Like one of my friends says it's Kato. I've always went by Kato, but I don't mean in any disrespect. I know it's Japanese, but you know, I don't know. These cars are beer cars right here. And then they got a little Conrail center cupola caboose. Kato. John says Kato. Or is it, wait. That's the U marks, that's a soft A. Long A. Should make a suitcase layout. Mr. Shades, that's a great idea. Yeah, I got this whole thing. So check this out. So this is the, oh god, I just destroyed the caboose. We've lost the boost. Come back. Oh shoot. It can push it around. They'll be fine. That's prototypical. Oh no. Yeah, I totally just knocked the caboose off the track. This is larger than the one in Baltimore. What, the railroad or the scenic line here? Or see, look at the boost. Grab the boost. I actually have this hooked up to a battery pack. You say potato, I say potato. Yeah, that's how I feel. I know it's a guy. It's probably a guy's name. But yes, it is Kato Track. Good stuff. But for anyone who's new to the channel, this is the portable setup. We have trash right here for my new car. Let's move this out of the way. So this is the portable setup. So there's a battery right here. And by the way, guys, I have not charged this battery in about a year. A little bit less than a year, like what, 11 months? And this thing is still fully charged, other than what? We're missing one dot. We have one more dot out of whatever. How many dots? 5 dots. So we have 4 out of 5 stars. That ain't bad. So I wired the battery. It's an 8 volt to 12 volt max output battery. I think it's to charge a USB. So here's all the specs. Yeah, DC output 12 volts. 9 to 12 variable, 3 amps max. So we're not drawing 3 amps with this little train. Now, if we put like these passenger cars on, yeah, we'll draw some power. But this is a variable voltage potentiometer. It has a circuit board in there. So it's meant to, it acts as a switch. So when this turns all the way to the left, and this red light right here will actually power off, and it clicks. So I can turn on and off the track and leave the battery pack on. But it clicks on, the red light turns on to know that this is hot, and you give it some juice, and she runs. Now to switch your direction, you guys are probably thinking, there's no direction switch. Well, you take your banana jacks and you reverse them to get your direction control. So I can fit in this box 1 locomotive, I think 6 cars, and this entire loop of track. Well, actually, sorry. An entire circle of track, and then 4 of these straights, 1 and 2, and then the other 2 on the other side. Right now, I do have all of these straights in there. All the track is just thrown in here. You do have to watch out for the circuit board so you don't knock it out, but it's in there pretty good. I glued it, so yep, it's just all solder free. And this doesn't even open, so you can run a train underneath if you want. I don't think it's going to hit. Let's see. Will it hit? Nope. And this box is waterproof. It's got the liner right here, the gasket. And this is not waterproof, but I just wanted everything in this little carrying case so I can take it to like hotels and stuff, or, you know, just having fun. Hey, Radar, have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. But yeah, I thought this was kind of a fun idea. I did a video on this 2 years ago. Put N-scale loop in the cubicle at the phone center during Christmas. Yeah. Hey, George, Florida Railroad Dog. Dude, literally just talking about you. I got the CNJ Camel working fantastically well. I'm going to hook it up to... Well, we have it running with DCS. So I had to go through it and fix the DCS. How big's the loop? Let's do what? How big's this desk? 3.5 feet by 2 feet. So 3 by 2. Here, put you guys back down. But yeah, we got the Camelback working perfectly, because for some reason it wouldn't connect to DCS. So I ended up taking it all apart and then cleaning all the connections, and now it's working great. So I'm going to do a review. I'm going to give you a shout out, of course, But when I come back home from from the railroad life, I'm gonna do a review. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Until then, I got this N scale loop set up. Let's get the straightaway here. There we go. But yeah, guys, got to make your own fun, you know? This is pretty cool. And this battery actually powers us. Oh, what did I lose? I lost the high cube. The beer car, of course. This actually powers this engine. You can go pretty fast. Gives it a lot of juice. Remember the old K-line layout? Yeah, I mean, this thing cranks power. And actually, guys, the last time I charged this battery was for a train show for one of my friends, and we ran trains the entire show. The show was 3 hours long, 4 hours long, and we ran a train the entire time because I was helping out with an Operation Lifesaver program, and I told my friend, I said, hey man, you do the table setup and I'll bring a train to run around. So I ran my Amtrak cars around the loop, and I ran this battery for 3 hours. So I mean, it's pretty impressive. We got, this is called 85-90% power still. But yeah, everything's good. Got 33 people watching. Wow. Thank you guys so much. I thank you guys for keeping me company on the road. Lots of railroad fun left for the rest of the week. We've got 2 more days out here, and we'll be back home shortly enough. But then I got some reviews to do, and probably just reviews for right now. I've got a lot of stuff to review. I do have some larger projects coming out. I'm going to rewire my layout control panel, and I'm going to bring you guys along for the ride for that. So definitely stay tuned for that. Show you guys some of the wiring ideas that I have. It's be pretty cool. Systems released 1897 Monon Heritage. Another one to chase. I did see that Monon unit, or Monon. My friend sent it to me. It is pretty. I like the scheme that they did for that. 3 Lionel Scout locomotives. One is AC, other is DC. Must spend the money to have all of them fixed. No, unfortunately not with those. They're going to be conventional forever. I can't. You need a flywheel motor. Roscoe, or is anyone going to Allentown? I hope so. I really do. Definitely looking forward to Allentown. Like, that show has been really awesome. I just went by east on the old B&O mainline. That's cool. Do you have the Great Northern logo with the goat? I do not have a Great Northern car on my layout. Actually, this blue car, I'm going to switch the cars out in a second here. This is the only Great Northern car that I have right here. Oh, can barely see it. There it is, Great Northern. It looks like Conrail blue. So give me a second, guys. I'm going to switch out some of these cars. But yeah, this N scale is just a lot of fun just to mess with. Oh, DB Tech, you got to go to Allentown. You got to go to Allentown. It's like one of the best shows ever. Yes, Amherst is this weekend. Now, funny thing with that, I thought about going. One of my friends was like, dude, you got to go to Amherst. I can't afford it right now. I've got a lot going on with like wedding plans and other stuff going on in my life. So right now, probably not. Next year, possibly. Possibly. We shall see. I'll put it on my calendar for next year, potentially. But originally, I was looking at taking the train to Amherst, and I was like, you know what? That might be kind of cool. Taking a train to a train show, and then I looked at the cost, the hotels, everything, or a lot of things are booked already, and the price of hotels is just crazy. DB Tech's going to Amherst. Was there Baltimore show is this week? Which Baltimore show is this weekend? Is it like a Greenberg? No, unfortunately, you need flywheel motors to upgrade anything with Proto 3. Yeah, Allentown is coming up. I think it's what, February? Wait a second, guys. I'm hooking up another couple cars here. Whoops, that car does not have a coupler. That's good. Don't really have that problem in O scale. Like, there's no coupler. What the heck? What's up, Gus? Yeah, man. Live on the road. All right. Got a little passenger train running here. The Great Rain Show. It's going to be a great rain show. It's actually supposed to rain this weekend. No, the Great Scale Show is the following week. I think February 2nd and 3rd or something. I got to look them up for sure. Oh, we lost our cars. I have not seen that from Eric. All right, we're gonna push these cars around because the engine decoupled and we'll see. The thaw, February 24th. Yeah, I have to look up when things are. There we go. All right, she decoupled. It's all good. Guys, I'm going to end the stream at 10. Give me a second here. Let me get you guys back. Actually, really quick, this is what I have in the car collection. So we have these Penske lightweight streamlined coaches here with the N car, the parlor. We have 3 Conrail beer cars, insulated reefers, extended high cubes, my favorite. I like the detail they did on these. These are really nice. Who made these? I gotta use my phone as like a microscope here. I don't know who made these. I totally forgot. These might actually be Atlas. I think these are Atlas. But these are really nice cars. We also have this. This is a Bachmann. This is my adapter car. So you have the square coupler on one side, the KD coupler on that side. This is a covered gone Penn Central, just box coupler. I actually thought about making this my adapter car at one time, but nope. Just a B&O covered hopper. Western Maryland hopper right there. We have some ore cars. This is Northern Pacific, Great Northern, Union Pacific, and Sioux Line right there. And then this is my Conrail caboose. This caboose was expensive. I think I paid like $30 for this little thing. I'm like, what is wrong with me? It's just a Bachmann caboose, nothing special, but it's Conrail. So, here's my Union, or is that? Yeah, Union Pacific bobber. I don't know what unit this is. I know it's an Alco. I'm not sure what. It's a 6-axle. We also have another Alco RS3 Milwaukee Road in here. I've got a couple of these cheap box cars. Pennsylvania merchandise car. There we go. They look nice, but they're junk. Got a Pensy caboose. I love this one. This is actually from like, it's called like postage stamp trains. Does it say on the bottom? Nope, it just says Taiwan on the bottom. Then we have a Milwaukee Gone. Another Amtrak car there. And that's what I have right now. I've got another Amtrak car in the box. Needs to be fixed. But I do have a lot more N scale at home. But it's just for fun. Yeah, got the Penn Central Conrail theme going on here. Oh, forgot to mention, these are Bachmann Spectrum A units that run and run and run. You can run them in the ground. They're really nice. Then the B unit for these sets are also powered. So you get a powered B unit, which is kind of cool to see. What I used to do all the time is, I'll show you guys this really quick. So, take these cars off of here. These are actually, I think these are Atlas. Yeah, they're Atlas. These were really nice when they came out, but they're getting pretty old. One of mine actually melted because I used an oil and it did not like the trucks at all, and it totally melted. So this is something kind of fun to do. If you take the B unit, the FAB, or the FB, sorry. This is the A, this is B. If you take the A unit, like that, and space them out, you get to find out which one's faster than the other. So here we go. Come on, fellas. So this is like the ridiculous stuff you can do. It's pretty close, if not pretty even. Let's give them more power. All right, this is max throttle. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. You know what? They're about even at high speed, which is actually very impressive because, I mean, that's very impressive, actually. Here, let's move them up. There we go. So when you do a lash up with them, you can see the B unit is kind of knocking. You can see the B unit just knocking into the A unit, like right here. But they're pretty darn close. That's very impressive, in my opinion. And then also, here, let's get you guys down here. Out into the sunset. All right, guys, I'm going to set you down. And they're off. That's great. A mini tricks that melted. Uh-oh. Hey, he's got it by a nose. I know, right? Give me a second here. I'm trying to fix the camera. spin you guys. There we go. So yeah, I mean, these units, these Spectrums are, I think they're like 20 years old. I mean, they're running strong. I mean, originally, when I bought these things, actually they were a birthday gift. So my birthday was right around, well, my birthday's right around Christmas time, but the what's that show? Not the Great Scale Show. There was a Greenberg show that weekend, and there's also a woodworking show. So my dad and I would go to the woodworking show in Timonium and then go to the Greenberg show. So my dad bought me these for my birthday one year, and I was like really upset. They ran horribly. I was like, dude, there's something wrong with these. There was like this one vendor used to sell stuff in these like wooden crates. They're like cigar crates. And she just had stuff in bulk. Like they had like these Amtrak cars just in a crate. You just pick them, whatever you wanted. And she had these Spectrums sitting there. And I was like, Dad, I want these F units. And he looked at them and was like, no, I don't want to buy you these F units. I don't know about them. You know, they could be junk. And I was like, please, please. He bought me the F units, and they ran horribly. So what I did when I got home, I pulled like a cup of hair out of one of it. It wasn't my hair, because I had short hair at the time. My layout was elevated off the floor in the basement. So there was like no pet hair at all in the basement. The basement was unfinished, lots of air movement down there. So I pulled like a cup of hair out of them. And ever since then, these things run like a beast. They're fantastic, fantastic little locos. I'm not a huge fan of Bachmann stuff. I've had a lot of issues with Bachmann. But modern Bachmann's actually getting very nice, especially when you buy a boxcar. The door's now open, which is just so cool. And you also get both couplers, so you can choose to go KD or box coupler. So I like that. So Bachmann has really stepped it up. This boxcar quality is very nice. It's got a nice weight to it. You can't see the weight in here. They're tucked in the back. And they weighted them on the trucks, not in the center, so it doesn't string line. I really like that. So I think Bachmann, good job, Bachmann. Same with this car here. This is a really nice little gondola. So, plus the colors are right. The colors look great. But yeah, I mean, eventually I will have an N-scale layout. Just bear with me. But right now it's not feasible. I don't have the space. But until then, I'll run my trains on the coffee table or take them on the road with me for work. And I'll enjoy them in the field. So it's all part of the fun. But yeah, guys, I'm going to pack these up. I don't know if I'm going to release that Lionel catalog video, guys. If I can make it less negative, I'll release it. I don't want to be all upset and make people upset that I'm, speaking my mind about other brands and such. But there's a lot going on, and I think certain brands can do better than what we've been given. There's a video, I'm sure a lot of you guys had to have seen this, but there's a huge video that broke last year. This one guy was like, I'm totally just done buying Lionel trains, and he had a lot of expensive trains. He was selling everything. I'm not sure if it was like clickbait. I'm not sure if it actually happened or not. But allegedly, that guy he seemed pretty ticked off about not being happy with stuff. So take it as it is, but I don't know. So I've been having a lot of fun with MTH, and I'll continue to have fun with all the trains. I've got some upgrades to do still. I've got couple other things, but I hope in the future that there'll be upgrade kits available for Lionel stuff, and we'll see. A live catalog review, that would be hours. I would have to figure out how to do it. There's a lot of logistics with that. Mike, that was him. That was the guy. Yes, I did watch that when it came out, and I was like, dang, dude. That was huge because his collection was insane. I never seen his channel before. He's very popular apparently, with a lot of O-scale guys, and a lot of people had to have seen it. That video had a lot of thousands of views. He's selling a great bit of Lionel. Yeah, he seemed like a really cool dude, but he was just genuine. He was generally PO'd. I'm not gonna say it, but ticked off, really ticked off at stuff, and I understand it. I understand. They said he like had trains lost. What was it? He had repairs done. Things were lost, or things would take forever. They wouldn't have parts for. I get it. I get it. So I'm gonna walk carefully. This is, like I said, this is 2013 Lionel right here. They did this car right. It's a cool car. I love this car. I like what they did with it. So I don't hate Lionel. He's a straight shooter. Yeah, that's cool. Got a call as you see it. Yeah, I totally, he just seemed like a genuine dude that was just ticked off. And I get it. And I haven't spent thousands on Lionel train. Well, thousands in a year. I've spent quite a bit of money on trains, but I haven't spent the amount that he has in the duration that he has in the, the time frame. So I totally get it why he would be ticked off, and he has a good point. Like I've rested, I've showed you guys proof of stuff that's been like, what the heck is going on? I did a video or a short on a rail boxcar that was not, it wasn't even satisfactory. It was like, I hate the saying below par, because technically you're supposed to be below par to win a golf game, but it was off the charts, like ridiculous for what I paid for that rail boxcar. That boxcar was like $70, and the trucks on it were garbage, and didn't even have sprung trucks, and it was cast, and didn't even have the correct cast trucks on it for the time period. Like, come on. Then they want you to buy their trucks that are $35 a pack, instead of like $20, $35 a pack for the little roller bearing trucks. I mean, you're buying, now you can get cars from Menards. I've seen it all, like you guys post this stuff on Facebook, and I see it. Guys are having fun with these cars from Menards that have roller bearings that actually spin. And that was like a premier Lionel feature. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, you need to get this car because it does this. And I'm like, dude, Menards is doing it. So if Menards is doing it and selling you a car for $30-something, Lionel can do it too on a $70 car. It's just they don't want to. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, there you go, Gus. Yeah, Gus had the spinning caps. I think it's such a cool car. And I bought cars from Lionel that did that. But I thought the car that I bought did that, and it did not. So I was upset about that. But the I just think they're, I don't know. There's a couple things in the catalog I'd like to get. Some stuff I might wait to see if it's gonna hold up or not. So we'll see. Uncle Salty and Menards Diesel have road specific crew talk. Really? Okay, that's cool. I don't know if I'm gonna buy a Menards Diesel. I wanted the first one really bad. I held off. I was like, I don't know, because I read the fine print. They're like, this is a prototype. It will have issues, this and that, and this and that. So we'll see. A lot of their cars are $25. Don Peck, how's it going? Welcome to the channel. I haven't seen you in here before, but that's amazing for the hobby. $25. That is, some N scale cars aren't even $25. They're way more than that. Have a lot of Lionel, looking more at MTH now. Yeah, I just like the fact that the customization abilities that I have with MTH. I can change diesel sounds. I can change the horns. I can change the bell. I can change what engines are. Like, if I want to, okay, here's a good point. If I have an engine that I'd like to repaint He didn't ditch all Lionel. Pause, sold bunch off. They wouldn't push his repairs to the front. Treat more important than everyone else. I could see that. But if I have to paint an engine or something, I can change, you know, let's just say I want to paint, even though I would never really do this unless I was like totally done with a road name or something. So if I wanted to paint like a Pennsylvania diesel into Conrail, I could do that and then change the crew sounds, the road name specific stuff to Conrail. This is a little bit more customization, but I just hope the stuff in the new catalog would be, I hope it works right. I don't want to blow stuff out and then, you know, we'll see. Or they were received. Yeah, there's a couple accessory cars I was looking at, and then I was looking at the scale hotbox reefer cars. We'll see what they do. We'll see. Menards has a second sale every so often, get a building a new car for $100. I need more room on my layout for Menards buildings. The only Menards thing I've seen that I'm not like huge on, the Saturn V launch pad. I thought it was a lot larger than what it was. I saw it in person at a layout recently. It's cool if you put it like on top of a mountain, like to give it perspective. Other than that, now I'm like, I don't know if I like it, but it's pretty tiny. But yeah, I do like their cars. Their cars are really cool, and the diecast cars. Brian Rock, have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. I'm gonna wrap this stream up soon, but I don't know. There's a couple things in there. I'm just like, I really want this. I'm a little apprehensive, but crew talk isn't important to me. Being able to change sounds, reprogramming is great. Yeah, I love doing that. He spent what he sold, especially cars. Wow. Yeah, I'm looking forward to. I've got an upgrade to do this week. I've got to take a PS1. Oh God, what's an RS-27? No smoke unit. I'm gonna put P3 in it. Or I've got my AS616. I have to put Proto 3 in. We'll see what happens. Frankenstein did a video on Saturn V rocket. Looked cool, but not to scale. Yeah, I don't care about the scale. It's just it's really tiny. So if you have like a mountain, if you want to do like a secret like rocket base on a mountain, or far away on your layout, that'd be really cool. But like up close, they're a little goofy. But the steam, I don't like how they use the steam, like water vapor for the steam effect. It's kind of sketchy. Like having smoke fluid is enough of a mess, but having rust on your layout, it's not good. But I really hope that Menards comes with a smoke unit of some type. We'll see. Like a Sooth smoker, but the water vapor idea is just not good. I remember as a kid we had a water fountain on the layout. It was like an angel fountain. It wasn't scale or anything. But it was basically, it was like two angels holding like a shell, dripping water. It got into our switches, and the switches were like nowhere near the water fountain. Thought about Pennsylvania GP9 new catalog, unless I can get MTH version. Those do look nice. I have a GP7 that runs great. I'd like to get those to pair with it. We'll see. Or get the Super Bass to pair with it. I have a 44 tonner. What? Yeah. That's amazing. I won the 44 tonner. Oh my God. Yes. All right, so I'll be there this weekend. That's awesome. Thank you so much. So guys, apparently I just won a 44 tonner. It's in my it's in this road name right here. So yes, that's awesome. What is this? Another spam. Spam. So much spam. Yeah, the GP. Okay, so I do like those GP9s a lot. Yeah, so it's not just any 44 tonner; it's an Amtrak 44 tonner. So that's awesome. And I actually saw it today. John, I went to Nicholas Smith and I actually saw it running today. So I also found this today. So finally got one of these too. Good old Nicholas Smith. So I had a really good day. And then I've got an Alco C630 in my car that I have to. It should be fine. It's not going to get too cold. But I went shopping today at Nicholas Smith. So that is awesome. A 44 tonner is a center cab GE diesel. It's a very interesting engine. So I don't own a 44 tonner. I did not like the Lion Chief ones. I held off. The Lion Chief ones are very like post-war, which they're still cool, but I just did not like the scaling. But it told me on the live it'd be cooler. That's awesome. I'm ecstatic. That is like the best news I've had all week. But thank you. That's awesome. But yeah, 44 tonner is a center cab diesel. Apparently, it's under the 45 ton weight. It's like, oh God, what's the ruling on it? It's like under 45 tons, you could operate it with one person compared to two people or something like that. It's like a loophole. So they created 44 tonners. So they could run a one-man crew in a yard for like small railroads and switching. That's what I've heard, but they're really cool. It is the MTH one. It's the custom run Nicholas Smith exclusive Amtrak. So I'm ecstatic. That's awesome. It's spot on for size. They pull great. So Nicholas Smith had one on their layout. It was like, you could tell that thing was tired. No, I'm excited about that. That is like I said, that's the best news I've had all week. Walkersville has an old Pensy 44 tonner. Walkersville. I've been there. Walkersville Southern. Oh God, I'm losing it. Where is that? Where's Walkersville? I know I've been there. Yes. Okay. Walkersville is near Frederick. That's where I've been. I've been there like in 5 years or so, 6 years. Going to Scram. Hey, Gus, thank you so much for stopping in. Yeah, definitely being careful. Trains up here go very fast. I'm not used to it. Trains up here, guys, go 125. I'm used to 110. I know it's like that a little bit faster, but it's still faster than what I'm used to. But no, I'm excited about this engine. Has a 93.31 Strasbourg 33. Nice. I know WKNS has, oh God, a 65 tonner, 60 tonner, a 50 tonner with the counterweights. Then there's a 44 tonner at Stewartstown. That's pretty cool. Steam was getting phased out. Railroad unions made a 45 ton rule. Yeah, saved the fireman's position. So they made a 44 tonner to bypass the loophole, which I thought was hilarious. But for small railroads trying to save on personnel, they still had conductors, but what they did to firemen sucked. It had to suck. But basically, you phased out a fireman for a conductor. You know, basically you cut your crew into like, oh man, they cut the crews more than in half. You cut it into just what, 3/4, pretty much, because you had what, conductor, engineer, fireman, brakeman, and then you had a whole other crew in the caboose. That's 8 people on one train, potentially, not counting if you had people in the jump seats or auxiliary personnel, telegraph operators. You know, on a normal freight train back in the day, you could have had 8 people on that train just to operate one freight train, potentially, between all the different jobs. You know, could be more, 8 to 10. You know, caboose would be full of a crew, ready to go. Engine would be full of a crew. Conductor would be awake. Brakeman would be awake. And then back in the days before that, you had people climbing on the cars, turning brake wheels. So, I mean, we've improved a lot, but yeah, a lot of jobs have been lost. Some of them are, I mean, I wouldn't want to be a brakeman in like let's just say 1860s, 1880s, through that time period. I would not want to be a brakeman. You're probably going to die on the job, climbing on the roofs of cars, turning wheels as the train is moving. That's just not for me. It's crazy. Rode behind in 2016. Moose Caboose had a customer appreciation day. Cool. Yeah, I haven't been up to Walkersville in a while. I know I went there with a family trip once. It's been a long time. Is that Pennsylvania Railroad trackage, or is that Mom and Pa trackage over there? Because someone told me it was Pennsylvania Railroad that owned Walkersville. That some other people told me it was PRR or Mom and Pa stuff. I'm not sure, but I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty crazy out here. There's a lot of fast trains. We got a lot of newer trains I'm not used to seeing, like a lot of New Jersey Transit. A lot of stuff going on. SEPTA it's very busy up here on the railroad. So compared to the Lancaster line I started with, you know, it's 110, which is fast and very deadly. A train at any speed will kill you. It could be going 1, but the trains that I'm used to down south are going about 30 miles per hour slower than they are up here. So it's a totally different beast. I missed the Moose Caboose Hobby Shop across the street. Winfield Mirror. I have not been there. I've been to the one off Route 15. I always forget the name of that shop. It's been a while. There's also another shop I need to check out, Star Hobby, down in Annapolis, Maryland. That shop is great. Those guys are so nice to me. It's a family-run business. Those guys had so much cool stuff in there, like new and used. Lionel, MTH, K-Line, Williams, everything. Closed in 17, 18. Okay, yeah, I totally missed them then. Dang. I know there's also the shop that closed because the owner passed away in Baltimore. That was sad too. I was in there a couple times. Grandfather was an engineer on Pennsylvania Railroad. Mechanics for Harrisburg up through Myers. Very nice. Yes, yeah, John. So it's literally like Chesapeake Bay Bridge is here and Star Hobby. Well, this way is south. That's why I did that. Or this way is south. So Bridge, Star Hobby. It's like the last exit. Yeah. So Star Hobby was actually very well known for their G scale and ON30 or ON3, and also O gauge. But they have a lot of stuff in there now. Check them out for sure. They have a lot of N scale too. Hey, Mr. Shades, have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. Bill Castle, MB Klein. So, what the heck happened to Klein's? Really quick before we go. I mean, that's a whole nother bag of snakes and worms and spring, you know what I mean? All kinds of stuff. Klein's was like the biggest deal ever in Baltimore. It was huge. So basically Klein was, well, you had a couple other companies in Baltimore. You had French's, that we weren't huge fans of, but I know people that lived in like the Dundalk, Middle River area. That was like their place. That was, and they also sponsored the. I thought they sponsored the Firehouse train layout. It was like sponsored by French's Trains or whatever. MB Klein was off of Gay Street in Baltimore. It was not the nicest neighborhood I remember as a kid. A little sketch. You had the park far away. Parking sucked. The building was probably about as wide as this hotel room, if a little bit wider. But they had like different rooms. It was like the original corridor, a door, than the other side. But I remember going there as a kid. It was like this, like you're cramped, very claustrophobic feeling in that building. The showcases were all locked, but the amount of people in that little building was just crazy for what it was. So I remember they moved out. They followed the money. Like Baltimore City is Baltimore City. The people that were buying trains did not feel like going into the city, so they left the city. They went into the suburbs, into a very high-end district of Baltimore County, also known as like Cockeysville, Maryland. A lot of money. There's a lot of money in that area of town. They followed the money, and they were there. They had a brick and mortar store that was beautiful. You had trains everywhere. You had showcases. You had layouts in a layout room. The ready-to-run room. There's like literally a room full of ready-to-run trains and a layout. The next room was all O-scale. Then also they had computers because they couldn't put everything out on the show floor. So what you had to do is type on a computer to find your train that you're looking for, and they'd pull it in from the back. So kind of similar to Nicholas Smith. They have most of their stuff's out front, and if you ask them for something, they can type it up and check the back, as they say, the back room. But Klein's was like, if you didn't see it out there, you had to type it in the computer, figure it out. But then my dad and I went there after a train show. The brick and mortar store was cut into like a fourth of what it was. No layouts. There was like a little loop of track to test your trains on, and barely anything out. And they're like, you got to look it up on the computer to find it. So we knew something was wrong. And then the following year, they said, no more brick and mortar store, totally online. I heard recently that they're trying to be partnered with a train company. I think it was Hatton's Trains of England or London. I'm not sure if that was supposed to be like a merge or they were going to take over their website, but I read that because Hatton's closed, Klein's was no more. So I'm not sure if that had to do with something, because I heard people saying Klein's was bought by a British company. So I'm not sure what's going on, but it's a whole myth. Not really sure what's going on with that, but it is very sad. MB Klein is gone. They had amazing prices for new stuff. It was all new trains, no used in that store. So it's very sad, but it's all good. Station in New Cumberland, great folks. Have I been there? Yes, I have been to the station. I bought a Reading and Northern boxcar, brand new, and then a Reading and Northern tanker from him. A lot is not on display. Might be 25%. That makes sense because I was asking about stuff, and Dave was like, it's in the back. I got to check it. So, yeah, that store, that's one of my, it's on my list of favorite O-scale train shops. Because Nicholas Smith is like a candy store. I was looking at something, and I was like, do you have this in stock? He's like, yeah, let me check. And then I saw the Alco on the shelf. I was like, I need that. I need the C30. I need it home. So when I go home, I have something to do. Open up a new train, and got a wagon top boxcar that I'm very excited about too. So it was a very good day at Nicholas Smith Trains. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna head out. It's 10:30 essentially. I've got to go to bed and be up at 5 something in the morning. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. It's been a really good night, running all kinds of stuff. Unboxed this beautiful boxcar. This thing is fully stocked. I love it. I might do some details or something to it. I don't know yet. maybe do like, I don't know if we're gonna do another hobo car or something, but we'll see. Something cool. Maybe put some boxes in there or something. Love to walk around downstairs. Oh yeah, the toy store, yeah, for sure. But anyways, guys, have a good night. Thank you so much for stopping in. We won a train, so I basically, you know, I got a lot to look forward to this weekend. So, but we'll see you guys. Have a good night. Happy railroading. Stay safe. Have a good rest of your week. See you guys.